welcome back. We hope you had a refreshing break and ready for some business insights, because we're about to delve into the world of branding with Lebogang Nthabi Mokgosi, who is a brand builder and entrepreneur. She's the brains behind a design agency, ILDESIGNS Creative Approach, which offers branding solutions, and she's the creator of a digital magazine for entrepreneurs, which is called Entrepreneur Puzzle, aimed at assisting entrepreneurs so they can elevate their businesses. She's chatting to us remotely about the importance of branding, especially for entrepreneurs and small businesses. Let's take a look as she tells us more.
Hi guys, thank you so much for inviting me. My name is Lebogang Nthabi. So I'm the founder of ILDESIGNS Creative Approach, which is a design agency that offers branding solutions. And not only that, I'm also a founder of this background right there, which is Entrepreneur Puzzle, which is an online platform that offers entrepreneurs opportunities to actually learn a lot about entrepreneurship, to profile themselves, and also market their businesses. And I mean, thinking about, that right now, a lot of companies or a lot of entrepreneurs are going through a very hectic moment. COVID-19 has actually shown us flames, all of us. And mainly because, this was something that was not expected. This was something that was never actually weighted by anyone. Like, no one knew that it would actually happen. So now you wonder, as an entrepreneur, what do you do? And you think about that old woman who sells, vegetables, magwinya, in the street or in the taxiway. They only have that 99 red phone. They cannot actually market or put their product on social media. What do? So it's quite hectic, because some businesses are actually going to die and some will need to remodel. So now when it comes to branding, I think right now, the most positive thing about COVID-19 is that it actually awakens a lot of businesses, a lot of companies to understand the power of branding themselves, the power of actually using branding as the biggest tool to market their businesses. And as a brand builder, I've worked with a lot of brands that were not able to actually position their brands well, because you think of how you market yourself, because often like we have social media as another form of using it as a brand for your brand and everything, and using your brand to actually market you. But you get people that are not even able to actually position their brand. It's just a confusion of what you do or what you're about. A simple thing as a logo can actually go a long way. Because let me make an example. So I've been doing series of engagement and talking to clients and potential clients, explaining to them how they can actually, position their brands, and helping them understand how they can use branding as a tool. I'll make an example. Your logo, for example, if you're going to have a logo and use your logo in different colors, you need to understand that that is you confusing your brand. If your logo is pink and black, you can either use it in pink and black or use it in white or plain black. So those are the options that are there. But something that's small can actually affect your business or your brand, because tomorrow you're using blue and red, the other day you're using black and red, the next day is a purple or whatever. So you need to be able to position your brand in a way that it's actually speaking to your audience, the colors that you use, so that it can be remembered. Can I just make an example? Do you remember I don't know if maybe I'll be going out of context, but comparing Absa, the new Absa logo, this is me making a similarity. I'm not mentioning anything, so I'm making a similarity. When the new logo of Absa came out, the minute I saw it, I was able to somehow see a similarity with a different logo. I think it was OpenSev logo, because of the similarity of the shape and not necessarily the color. So what does that mean? If you have a brand that is actually unique, even when people come across, a similar brand, they will still remember you. They will still remember your brand, because somehow they've seen something like that, but still they know who you are and they will remember you regardless. So it is important that you actually consider branding yourself in a way that you will be recognized. Because think about it, how are you going to market your business? Especially now, we need to consider going to the digital space, guys. Digital marketing is the way to go. And before I go deeper into that, before you get that, are you even using your social media platforms, correctly? I was having a conversation with my audience because I would do live videos on my socials, on Facebook, Instagram. And what we were asking yesterday was, are your followers just liking or following or just, not, are they also buying from you, for example? And I think something that, came out was the fact that, we post, we actually have so many people liking our posts, or we want so many people to like our posts, but they are not, that is not converting into a return on investment. You are not getting anything in return in your business. So it's important for you to set your target market in the right way. So meaning, even on social media, you will have people that, consider liking your stuff mainly because they like you or you are friends or they're just supporting you. And you have those followers as well that will like your post mainly because, they see something great, and some they will share it. And that is someone who would say, you know what? I actually think I can learn something from this, but I know that someone else could actually benefit from it. So you need those kind of people. But now, this thing of being able to, create ads, being able to, promote your business online and all that on social media, it's an advantage because you get to target your relevant market. Like right now, more than ever, social media, not just social media, digital platform is the way to go. I mean, how many or how much money, if you can ask you right now, how much money have you spent on data in just over 50 days of, us being on lockdown? So you can understand the value or the importance of actually going digital. And you cannot say you will fold your hands and wait for the right time to come when the president says everything is back to normal. Unfortunately, we have to realize that nothing is going back to normal. We have to adapt to change. We have to remodel our businesses so that they can, our businesses can actually compile with everything that is happening at this point.
You're still watching Soweto Business Line. Thank you for staying tuned. Today we are focusing on branding and digital marketing, why it's so important to brand, especially online, and what is digital marketing? Well, those are some of the questions today's guest is answering for us. Brand builder, web designer, and entrepreneur Lebogang Ntabi Mokhosi continues to chat to us remotely about the importance of digital marketing. Let's take a look as she tells us more.
Life is a feast full of flavors. Choose a mayonnaise that's jam-packed, full of flavor, and that satisfies everyone's taste buds. Be Well's delightfully delicious mayonnaise is naturally cholesterol-free, high in omega-3 and contains no eggs, no preservatives, and is gluten-free. Enjoy a healthy life full of exciting flavors. Choose Be Well. Love, food, life.
Hey, let me tell you something. I love food a lot,
Don't forget to season. Salt and pepper is very important.
Do you like it, Trigger? It's coming out. Blend it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this really tasty installment.
still watching Soweto Business Line, thank you for staying tuned. Today we are focusing on branding and digital marketing, why it's so important to brand, especially online. And what is digital marketing? Well, those are some of the questions today's guest is answering for us. Brand builder, web designer, and entrepreneur Lebogang Nthabi Mokgosi continues to chat to us remotely about the importance of digital marketing. Let's take a look as she tells us more.
So, all right, guys, thank you for staying with me. We're still in the conversation of digital marketing and entrepreneurship. So, of course, I think right now we need to dive into digital marketing. And diving into digital marketing, I just firstly want to say this. You know, a lot of companies have, let's say, for example, you are a company and you obviously outsource your designs or everything that you're doing in the business. You know, what I do basically, I have like a YouTube channel where I share more of this and I'm able to actually explain to you what you need to do. Because now, right now, you realize that most people actually didn't even know what they were paying for. And I'm saying this because, you know, first of all, for you to have an online presence, you need to have a logo. I mean, you firstly need to have a logo, yes, we touched on it. So you need to have a domain name. So some people don't even know or understand what a domain is. You know, you need a domain for you to even have email accounts. And are you aware that right now, most companies are actually rejecting Gmail accounts, mainly because Gmail is not like a business email. So everyone uses Gmail. So right now, even hackers are able to take up an opportunity to actually hack into other people's, you know, conversations. I mean, we engage in through Zoom at this point, and then some people would actually hack. There are cases that happen where people, you know, would hack in and then put on, you know, bad videos that cannot actually be seen, you know, bad videos. So that is a great challenge. But now, without, you know, deviating from what I want to tell you. So now, as a company, you realize now that you actually be paying for something that you do not know about. Do you know what digital marketing is? Do you know what digital marketing does? Do you even know what digital marketing can actually do for your brand or your business? So you have got me as a designer, as a graphic and web designer, and asked me, Ntabi, please design a website for me. I designed a website for you, and the website is fully running. And then after that, I made sure that, okay, I give you all the details. And after giving you the details, you go and make business cards, and then you go and say, okay, I have a website. My website is on the business card, so you can go in and check it out. And that is already your way of marketing. And then 3 months down the line, you come back to me and say, but you designed a website for me, and it's not actually working. It's not really working. I'm not getting people to buy. People are not buying. And then you forget that, you know, having a website is just one part or just a small portion. It's like a very small portion of, you know, you actually marketing yourself. You know, it's that small portion, because I'm saying this because there is a lot of marketing that goes into. So now understand this. Digital marketing is you having an online presence, is you building an online presence, and also using all the, you know, social platforms, using all the tools that are available for you to get engagements, for you to get better rankings, for you to reach your targeted market. I spoke about the target market earlier, but I will also emphasize more on it because that is a very, very important fact. When firstly people Google you, they should be able to find your name. Already, that is us talking about digital marketing. They should be able to see who you are, what you do. And sometimes you wonder, I go into Google, but I cannot see my name, but I have a website. I can see my company, but I can put in I have a company website, but when I punch in on Google, I cannot see it. It's not highly ranked. It is mainly because your search engine optimization is actually bad, or your website is not set And that means the keywords that you use on your website, on your social platforms, the content that you create, it is very, very important. So I want you now to go back and try to understand, because most companies or most business people, what they do, they tend to delegate. So it's okay. You don't have to be a web designer like I am. You don't have to be a web designer. But it's important for you to know how things are done. It's important for you to understand how actually, does this website work? And what do you do? If, like, I'll make an example with the domain. Domain is also part of you having an online presence. You will not have a website if you don't have a domain. Note that and put it in your head that you cannot have a website without a domain. Well, I'll elaborate more on that. But now, first of all, note this. If your service provider, a person who has registered your domain, is like nowhere to be found. So I got clients coming to me and say, a person that actually registered my domain is in the US or is, so and so company. They are nowhere to be found. So meaning now, you can't access them. You can't even access your domain. You don't even have details for your domain. You have paid an annual fee, or you probably paid for 2 years in advance, because you can actually do that if you want. You can do that. But now you find that you actually lose out on your brand. So you build that online presence around that company name. But now, because now it's taken, or this person is nowhere to be found, it means that you are losing out and you are losing that online presence. So it is important as businesses or as business owners to understand that as much as you are the owner and everything, delegating without having knowledge is actually bad. It's actually bad for you. You need to consider engaging people and asking the right questions before you can actually, put your money into something. Because you realize now that you've probably lost out so much money. Some businesses now, they're wondering how. So in digital marketing, so I can actually have social platforms that can actually help my business grow. So, but I paid 50,000 for this website, and I was told that it will do 1, 2, 3. But those things are not happening. They are not happening because you were not asking the right questions. You were ripped off. So it's important for you to understand. So, in simple terms, understand that digital marketing is actually a way for you to have that online presence. And now I want to dive into, our amazing entrepreneurs. I mean, I'm a village girl. I was born and raised in a village. And I think about like all the young people that are innovators, all the young people that, the future leaders, people that have, their minds, blowing with a lot of ideas. And I'm talking about those young people that are still in our villages, that are not actually, utilizing a lot of things that are around. But not only that, there are entrepreneurs in our hometown, in our factories and everything, that are actually doing amazing things. And I want you to understand that for you to actually put your business or position your business in a space where it grows and everything, you don't necessarily have to go and open an office and center. No, you don't need that. You do not need that. It's not about that. There is so much. There is so much. I'll make an example. Think about Soweto, guys. I was born in the Northwest. I'm a village girl from Ramatlaba, Mamatikeng, and all that. The Northwest. And me, my first impression with Soweto and the young people that are actually doing amazing things, I was like, wow, this is actually amazing. And you need to understand that, what, sometimes you think you need to take your business elsewhere. And then you think of, if for you to partner, you have to partner with a big company and all that. You think that using a company from a township will actually be a risk for your business. Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you right now. Businesses in townships are actually, elevating. And this is the way to go. This is the way to go. I mean, if are not going to look around you or see opportunities around you, then you are actually in big trouble. You know, you think about some of the services that are needed. I mean, let's make an example. Look at Maponya Mall. That mall is just in the middle of, you know, a township. So you think of those things. So it's important for you to somehow note that collaborating and not actually going out of space will not actually, you know, destroy your business. So yeah, and for more of this, please watch my YouTube. You can subscribe to Real Talk with Ntabi and visit my website www.ildesigns.co.za. Of course, if you want to be a part of Entrepreneur Puzzle, you can also go to www.entrepreneurpuzzle.co.za. Thank you so much, and I hope that this information was really informative to you.
And that's where we end today's show. From myself and the rest of the team, thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, goodbye.